am so excited because today I'm going to do a review of Youth to the People. They reached out to me and asked to partner with me. I already knew that some of their products are things that I have recommended in videos in the past couple of years, but then I looked into the brand. I kind of researched their motto, their ethos. I looked into their philanthropy, and I was pretty inspired by everything that they do and what they stand for, on top of the fact that I think that they have really fantastic products. So I want to say thank you to Youth to the People for sponsoring this video. And I'm super excited to share with you this vegan, cruelty-free, sustainable brand. I ordered a bunch of the products and I knew that some of them I already loved, and I'm gonna get those out of the way right away because they're products that I've used and recommended for several years. And the first one is going to be their Kombucha toner. This is 11% lactic and glycolic acid. It is essentially an alpha hydroxy acid toner. Guys, this is the third bottle of this that I own. The first two I purchased myself. This one they sent to me. This is essentially a fantastic hydrating alpha hydroxy acid. So you put it on a cotton pad and you use it to essentially retexturize the surface of your skin. Lactic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid that is also a humectant. So what you're going to get with this one, and this is definitely my experience, is you're going to get some hydrated, plumped looking skin that also gets some texture improvement. It is an amazing product. I have loved this for several years and I've recommended it. I think I started recommending this almost 2 years ago. So this is a big favorite from the brand. The next one that I have used and loved and I have recommended a ton is their oil. Now this is also the third bottle of this product. Same thing, the first two bottles I bought myself and then this one they sent to me. Now this one is pretty cool because it is full of all kinds of fantastic oils that have omegas. So omega-3, omega-6, and also omega-9. It has prickly pear, which is fantastic for relieving redness. But what I like about this oil personally is it is really great after microneedling. So if you're somebody who just doesn't like the kiwi oil, this one's actually really nice on days like 2, 3, 4 post microneedling to get a little bit of that linolenic and linoleic acid back into your skin, to get a little bit of that nutrition and that moisture back into your skin. I really, really like it for that. And the other way that I love this particular oil is to mix it with foundation. Literally like 1 to 2 drops mixed into a liquid or cream foundation can glow it up. And I've definitely used this that way for a couple of years and highly, highly recommend it. This was in my facial oil video. This has been in recommendation videos post microneedling. It's a standout product of theirs. So this is a highly recommend also. Now, some of the other products that are newer to me, but I was so excited to pick up, one of them is going to be their cleanser. Now, this cleanser for me is perfect for, it's a gel cleanser. This is a perfect second cleanse. I find that it does a really good job of cleansing, but I still like to use this after I have already broken down my makeup and my sunscreen, especially my sunscreen this time of year. I like to break that down with an oil-based cleanser or a balm, and then I will use this to follow up and get all of that oil off and really cleanse the skin well. It's a beautiful gel, kind of neutral, everyday cleanser. Let's talk a little bit about this packaging. If you can't tell, it's glass. All of this packaging is glass. That is part of their sustainable kind of mantra. They put all of their packaging into glass so that it is actually recyclable. They also package their goods in recycled paper boxes. So they're really truly committed to sustainability and to the earth. And they call their products pro-grade vegan. Now, I looked that up because I wasn't exactly sure what that meant. And basically what it means is there is no harm to animals, but also no harm to the planet. It means that when you rinse their products off of your face, What goes into our water supply, into the water table that eventually gets into the ocean isn't going to harm the ocean. I think that that's really neat that they even consider that. I think that that is a step forward in cosmetics, and I love it. The next product that is a standout is one that I picked up so that I could review it for you, even though it is not for my particular skin type. And that is their Superclay Purify and Clear Power Mask. This is definitely a mask that would be best suited for those of you with normal to combo or oily skin, because this has 2% niacinamide, but it also has a bunch of different clays, and then it has salicylic acid. This is fantastic for pores. So if you are somebody with combo or oily skin, this is going to be great for kind of helping to absorb excess oil to keep the pores clear, because salicylic acid is oil loving. First of all, it's a beta hydroxy acid. And I've talked about this before. It essentially exfoliates the pore lining, helping to loosen up debris so that when you rinse products off, or if you use a soft cloth, those loosened particles, that loosened debris is able to actually come out. And when those particles come out, when that debris is removed, then the pore is actually able to appear smaller because it's not full of gunk, which can distend it and make them look bigger. Now, niacinamide in 2% is actually really, really fantastic. We have moved so far into doing niacinamide in huge percentages that is so unnecessary. The recommended amount of niacinamide for actually getting the great benefits of this vitamin B3 is 2 to 5%. That's all you need, 2 to 5%. And if you keep in that range of niacinamide, you're actually going to get all of the benefits of niacinamide without the irritation. If you're not familiar, niacinamide is amazing for regulating oil production. It is wonderful for our barrier function. It helps with ceramide production, and it does help with the appearance of our pores. So a 2% niacinamide along with clays and beta hydroxy acid is the perfect pore refining mask, especially for those of you with combo and oily skin. So I was super excited to pick that one up because I know I talk a lot about dry skin on this channel because that is my skin, but this ingredient deck is stellar, and I'm super excited that it's something that those of you out there with the opposite skin type of me, this is a great one. One of the most exciting products that I picked out is the Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. Now, this is actually an exfoliating facial treatment. It has not only little, particles that are going to give you a manual exfoliation, but it also has enzymes like papaya and pineapple, and those are going to help to digest keratin that is like glue holding the kind of stuff that needs to move along, holding it on your face. So enzymes are just a fantastically gentle way to get a really beautiful surface exfoliation. It is a lovely, lovely product in kind of like almost like a cream consistency. It has seriously the most gentle, refined texture. So you're getting that almost like sanding of the surface in a very, very gentle, but very profound way. Like, I don't want to have an exfoliator that has, great big beads and you feel like you get like 10 of them and that's it. And you're like, is this actually manually doing anything? But at the same time, I'm definitely not down with the big chunks and shards of like, walnut or something that feels like it's over exfoliating and tearing at the skin. This is perfection. It is this fine, gritty, sandy feeling exfoliator that has those enzymes in there. So you're getting this dual action exfoliation in a facial. Seriously, this is probably one of the things that I am the most excited about, because I think going into the summer and certainly over the summer, it's really nice to get gentle exfoliation, because kind of moving away a little bit from certainly chemical peels and things like that, but we still want to have a little bit of gentle refinement to our canvas. This is a great way to do it. I love it. It is one of my favorite products that I picked up for sure. A long time ago, I did a vitamin C video and I talked about vitamin C derivatives and how amazing I think that they are. I talked about tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. I talked about magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. I talked about sodium ascorbyl phosphate. And I talked about how I love them so much. magnesium ascorbyl phosphate is difficult to come by. It's one of those vitamin C's that you just don't see all the time. And I was super excited because the vitamin C from Youth to the People is not only, it's 3 different derivatives. It is ethyl ascorbic acid along with tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, and then also that hard to find magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. So you get these 3 vitamin C derivatives in the dark packaging, which is always important in a vitamin C. It helps to protect those vitamins, although the derivatives are definitely more stable anyway. So you still have that packaging. You have a pump, so you're not constantly pulling out a dropper and exposing the product to the air. Great packaging. And again, it's in that glass recyclable packaging. Now, the product itself is a clear gel, and it is just lovely to use. Now, it also has yerba mate, and it also has guayusa, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But guayusa is actually really high in caffeine content. So what that can do for you is it can help to depuff and energize your skin. That was pretty exciting to me because, as you guys know, I'm constantly battling puffiness. And I just think that it's kind of an interesting way to incorporate it into a vitamin C is to get some, energizing along with a triple antioxidant blend in those 3 derivatives. Now, the last thing that's in here is squalane. So that makes this vitamin C quite kind of hydrating. Squalane is one of those ingredients that is just beautiful for the look of your skin. It's beautiful for the hydration, and it's also beautiful for helping to trap hydration in your skin and kind of helping to alleviate something called transepidermal water loss. So that's when we lose too much water out of our skin and we wind up a little bit dehydrated. I think that it is a really beautiful formulation. And I think if you're sensitive to L-ascorbic acid and you're on the hunt for a derivative that is like THD, which is an oil-soluble version of vitamin C, and you wanted to, get some additional benefits from other versions of vitamin C with no irritation whatsoever and a little bit of hydration, this is a great option. Before I go over the last 2 products, I really wanted to share with you what I experienced on their website. I went in and I was looking at their website and I was kind of perusing all of the different stuff, and I noticed that they offer a free 15-minute consultation, which, I get asked all the time if I will do phone consultations or Zoom consultations, and it's just really hard. It takes a lot of time and it's difficult. It is one of those things that I would love to be able to do, but it's very time consuming. They offer that, and I think that is pretty amazing. So you actually can speak with someone who can help you to customize your routine. And judging from the amount of times that I get that request myself, I know that there's a lot of you out there that could really just use that one-on-one help. And 15 minutes, believe it or not, is plenty of time to establish a great routine by, finding out what you're after, what are your skincare concerns, and shaping a routine around that. So I was really impressed that they offer that. The other thing that is super impressive to me is that they have a lot of philanthropy. I did some digging, and this could have just been a favorites video of the products, but I think almost more important is their mission. It is the brand that they are, their commitment to this sustainability and their commitment to the planet and to youth and to poverty, alleviating poverty, and to minority groups and those who are oppressed. It's just a really fantastic company, you guys. And that comes from not being sponsored by them, but for real, the way that I feel when I investigated their brand. And I think it's super impressive and worth our attention. Let's talk about the Adaptogen face mist. You guys, this is a unicorn. This is a very fine facial mist that I actually think you could use throughout the day to rehydrate your skin. I don't usually recommend doing a mist all on its own because often what can happen is they're full of humectants, but they don't have any occlusives. What that means is you're giving your skin a drink of water, and then it's like licking your lips. When you lick your lips and then it dries, they actually get drier and drier. That's kind of what misting can do sometimes. So you have to be really cautious about the type of mist that you use if you use it throughout the day alone. Well, this is one that you actually can use. You can use it with your skincare, but you could use it throughout the day to to help to hydrate and moisturize your skin. The reason for that is that it contains humectants, it contains, hyaluronic acid, and it contains some other things that are going to help to hydrate your skin, but it also contains shea. Shea is going to help to seal that in and block transepidermal water loss. So this adaptogen mist is definitely a highly recommend. Now, it also has some really cool ingredients. It has a pentapeptide, which is going to help calm sensitive and reactive skin. It also has ashwagandha. Now that is a healing herb that is full of antioxidants, amino acids. It helps to address stress, dehydration, and it's just a beautiful mist. I definitely like this one. I'm excited to use this throughout the summer as something that can go with me, when we go out on the boat or, just during the day, because I don't feel like it's going to dehydrate my skin more by using it. Because a lot of times mists feel really, really good in the moment, but truly what you're doing over time is you are dehydrating your skin. Not with this one because it has that shea butter in there. Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about is a moisturizer. Now, this is the Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. This is another one of the products that is definitely not for my skin type in particular. This one would be if you are normal, combo, or if you are oily. It is light as air. It is a moisture whip, you will see. And it really does feel like it is a water cream, a big time just water cream. It disappears almost into like a serum. Now, I will say that if you decide to use this one and you have dehydrated skin, that I would consider putting an occlusive moisturizer on over this because it is full of hydration, but it doesn't have a lot of occlusives. So if you are normal, combo, and oily and you are not dehydrated at all, this might be a really great lightweight option to get a little bit of hydration into your skin in a lightweight fashion. And so you don't feel oily or heavy or like you put something on your skin and it's gonna feel, like you're trapped in your own oil. So I definitely think that this is a fantastic lightweight option. All in all, I was really excited to partner with Youth to the People for this video, you guys, because once you visit their website and you get a little taste of their ethos, they're just one of those brands that you just want to support. So I do encourage you to check them out. Check out their free 15-minute consultation. You can do it over the phone or you can do it via like web chat. I think that that is just a huge free perk that is so cool, and you don't see that all the time, and I think it's very, very valuable for so many of you who are not sure where to start, what you need, what you don't need in your routine. I think that that can be very, very helpful. But beyond that, I really do encourage you to just check out their philanthropy. Check out the ways that they're trying to leave this planet, leave this industry a little bit better. I was definitely impressed with that, and I think you will be too. I do hope that you are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and just checking out this fantastic line, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.